Today we're tackling a crucial topic: 4 awful habits that make people disrespect you. These behaviors might seem minor or harmless at first glance, but they can severely impact how others perceive and respect you. We'll delve into each of these habits, uncovering why they're damaging and how they silently erode the trust and respect others may have for you. By understanding these pitfalls, you'll be equipped to transform your interactions and maintain healthier, more respectful relationships. Whether in your personal life or professional environments, recognizing and correcting these habits is essential for fostering a positive image and building stronger connections. Stay tuned as we break down each habit and provide actionable advice on how to avoid these common missteps. Habit 1. Gossiping. One of the quickest ways to lose respect is through gossiping. This might seem like harmless chatter at first, but it has the potential to spread misinformation and sow discord. From a Stoic perspective, gossiping means focusing on things outside our control and detracts from our moral development. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This implies that instead of talking about others, we should focus on improving ourselves and embodying the virtues of integrity and respect. Let me share a story that illustrates the profound impact of gossip. Sarah, a manager in a mid-sized firm, was known for her sharp skills and leadership qualities. However, she had a habit of discussing her colleagues' personal and professional issues during breaks with her team. Initially, it seemed to create a bond with her team members, as they felt included and privy to confidential information. But over time, this led to a noticeable decrease in mutual respect and trust among the team. One of the team members, Mike, began to feel uneasy about the discussion. He noticed that gossip was not only damaging the team's cohesion, but also affecting their performance, as trust eroded and skepticism grew. He approached Sarah privately, expressing his concerns about the gossip and its impact on the team's environment and their respect for her as a leader. Sarah was initially defensive, but she reflected on Mike's words and realized that she had been setting a poor example. She remembered a principle from Stoicism she once read about, emphasizing control over one's actions and words as a path to virtue. Sarah understood that by indulging in gossip, she was not only harming her team's dynamics, but also stunting her moral growth. Determined to change, Sarah apologized to her team and pledged to foster a more positive and respectful communication style. She started focusing on direct and open communication and encouraged her team to bring up concerns directly. Over time, the team's atmosphere transformed. The trust was gradually restored, and Sarah regained her team's respect, which significantly boosted their overall performance and morale. This story serves as a powerful lesson on the effects of gossip. It illustrates how easy it is to fall into the trap of gossiping and how damaging it can be to personal and professional relationships. By choosing to speak constructively and focusing on personal growth, we can avoid the pitfalls of gossip. We become not only better leaders or colleagues, but also better individuals. Let Marcus Aurelius' words remind us to focus on being better ourselves, rather than diminishing others through idle talk. By embodying the virtues of integrity and respect, we uphold our dignity and command the respect of others, creating a more positive and productive environment for everyone involved. Gossip may seem trivial, but its impact is anything but. Let's strive to speak only words that uplift and construct, not those that break down and destroy. Habit 2. Breaking promises. Another respect-eroding habit is the failure to keep promises. Whether it's flaking on plans or missing deadlines, these actions signal unreliability. Stoicism teaches us the value of being trustworthy and consistent. Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, emphasized that fidelity in one's words and deeds is fundamental to one's character. By striving to fulfill our commitments, we not only uphold our integrity, but also build trust and respect in our personal and professional relationships. Consider the case of Anna, a project manager renowned for her innovative ideas and leadership quality. However, she had a notorious habit of overcommitting and underdelivering. Anna often made promises to her team and clients that she couldn't keep, due to her optimistic time management. This habit started causing friction and diminishing the trust others had in her capabilities, even questioning her leadership. One day, After a significant project delay caused by her failure to meet a deadline she had set, her mentor sat her down for a candid discussion. He introduced her to the Stoic practice of reflecting on one's actions and the importance of promise-keeping in building a reputable character. He quoted Seneca, who believed that a promise is a debt. This conversation was a turning point for Anna. Realizing the impact of her actions, Anna began to implement changes. She started by assessing her capabilities more realistically and made a rule to underpromise and overdeliver. She also began using tools to manage her time and commitments better, ensuring she could meet her deadline. Gradually, Anna restored her reputation within her team and among clients. Her story highlights the critical importance of keeping one's word and how it directly impacts respect and trust in professional relationships. This transformation is not just about improving workflow, but also about fostering a deeper sense of trust and reliability. When people know they can count on you, it strengthens your relationships and opens up more opportunities for collaboration and success. In a world full of uncertainties, being a person who can be counted on is invaluable. Breaking promises not only reflects poorly on our reliability, but also on our ethical standing. Stoicism doesn't just regard this as a mere lapse in productivity or reliability. It views it as a moral failing. To the Stoics, every interaction and every commitment is a testament to our character. And every broken promise is a missed opportunity to display virtue. For those looking to overcome this habit, start small. Commit to keeping one small promise at a time and gradually increase the stakes as your confidence and capacity improve. Reflect daily on your promises kept and broken, and consider the reasons behind moreover. Habit 3. Being judgmental. Judging others harshly is a habit that can quickly erode the respect others have for you, often placing you in an unfounded position of superiority. Stoicism, an ancient philosophical approach, advises focusing on our own actions and showing empathy. Philosopher Epictetus famously suggested asking ourselves, what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize, to foster understanding rather than judgment. This reflection helps to avoid the barriers judgment creates, not only between us and others, but also within ourselves, as it hampers our personal growth by limiting our self-awareness and ability to learn from those around us. Stoic teachings also emphasize the importance of seeing the common humanity in all individuals, an approach that can lead to more harmonious relationships. To effectively reduce judgmental tendencies, one should engage in regular self-reflection to recognize and adjust one's biases, develop empathy by considering others' backgrounds and circumstances, and practice active listening to gain a deeper understanding of others' perspective. It's also beneficial to pause before reacting to temper immediate judgments and focus on the positive qualities in others, which can transform interactions and improve relationships. For example, consider Linda, a manager whose initial approach to her team involved harshly judging their ideas without seeking to understand them. This not only stifled creativity and collaboration, but also created a negative workplace atmosphere. By integrating Stoic practices, such as questioning her own judgments and striving to appreciate her team's insights, Linda was able to foster a more open and innovative environment, ultimately enhancing team dynamics and productivity. By embodying Stoic virtues such as patience, empathy, and humility, and viewing every judgment as an opportunity to apply these principles, we can significantly improve our interactions and deepen connections with others. This shift not only enriches our own lives, but also positively influences those around us, creating an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Habit 4. Neglecting personal boundaries. The fourth habit that undermines respect is neglecting personal boundaries, either your own or those of others. This neglect can manifest in various ways, such as invading someone's personal space, oversharing personal details, or not respecting someone's right to privacy. Such behavior can make others uncomfortable and demonstrate a lack of consideration, which can erode trust and respect in any relationship. Stoicism, a philosophy centered on self-control and respect for others, teaches the importance of respecting others' autonomy and practicing self-restraint. By respecting personal boundaries, we honor others' comfort and autonomy, which are essential for mutual respect and trust. This respect for boundaries is not just about physical space, but also extends to emotional and psychological boundaries, ensuring we do not impose our beliefs or unsolicited advice on others. Understanding and respecting personal boundaries require a keen sense of empathy and an awareness of social cues. For instance, recognizing when someone appears uncomfortable or changing the subject when topics are clearly causing distress are ways to respect boundaries. It also means being mindful of the context in which you interact with others. What might be acceptable in a close friendship may not be appropriate. One practical way to improve in this area is to ask for explicit permission before entering into personal discussions or sharing sensitive information. This shows a direct respect for the other person's boundaries and can prevent discomfort. Additionally, being open about your boundaries and clearly communicating them to others can help set a mutual understanding and respect, fostering a healthier interaction. For example, consider Linda, a manager whose initial approach to her team involved harshly judging their ideas without seeking to understand them. This not only stifled creativity and collaboration, but also created a negative workplace atmosphere. By integrating Stoic practices, such as questioning her own judgments and striving to appreciate her team's insights, Linda was able to foster a more open and innovative environment, ultimately enhancing team dynamics and productivity. By embodying Stoic virtues such as patience, empathy, and humility, and viewing every judgment as an opportunity to apply these principles, we can significantly improve our interactions and deepen connections with others. This shift not only enriches our own lives, but also positively influences those around us, creating an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Habit 4. Neglecting personal boundaries. The fourth habit that undermines respect is neglecting personal boundaries, either your own or those of others. This neglect can manifest in various ways, such as invading someone's personal space, oversharing personal details, or not respecting someone's right to privacy. Such behavior can make others uncomfortable and demonstrate a lack of consideration, which can erode trust and respect in any relationship. Stoicism, a philosophy centered on self-control and respect for others, teaches the importance of respecting others' autonomy and practicing self-restraint. By respecting personal boundaries, we honor others' comfort and autonomy, which are essential for mutual respect and trust. This respect for boundaries is not just about physical space, but also extends to emotional and psychological boundaries, ensuring we do not impose our beliefs or unsolicited advice on others. Understanding and respecting personal boundaries require a keen sense of empathy and an awareness of social cues. For instance, recognizing when someone appears uncomfortable or changing the subject when topics are clearly causing distress are ways to respect boundaries. It also means being mindful of the context in which you interact with others. What might be acceptable in a close friendship may not be appropriate. One practical way to improve in this area is to ask for explicit permission before entering into personal discussions or sharing sensitive information. This shows a direct respect for the other person's boundaries and can prevent discomfort. Additionally, being open about your boundaries and clearly communicating them to others can help set a mutual understanding and respect, fostering a healthier interaction. Moreover, respecting boundaries also involves acknowledging and respecting cultural differences that may influence personal space and communication style. For example, some cultures have very different norms regarding eye contact, physical touch, personal space. Being culturally sensitive and informed can prevent misunderstandings and show a deep level of respect for others' background. From a Stoic perspective, respecting boundaries is also about moderation and not allowing one's own impulses to override social decorum. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about the importance of acting according to nature and reason, not merely following one's impulses. In the context of personal boundaries, this means engaging with others in a way that respects their nature and personal preferences, thus fostering relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. In workplaces or in personal relationships, neglecting boundaries can lead to conflicts and may diminish one's leadership abilities or social standing. Leaders, especially, need to be exemplary in setting and respecting boundaries to maintain trust and authority. By setting clear boundaries, Leaders not only protect themselves from potential overreach, but also create a safe and respectful environment for their teams. Thus, the practice of respecting boundaries is integral not only to personal well-being, but also to maintaining healthy and productive relationships. It requires continuous effort and mindfulness about how we interact with others. Respecting personal boundaries reflects a mature understanding of interpersonal dynamics and a commitment to treating others with dignity and respect. By integrating Stoic principles of autonomy, moderation, and respect into our daily lives, we can better navigate the complexities of modern relationships, ensuring that we build connections that are both respectful and enriching. It's through these practices that we can truly demonstrate our respect for others, not just in word, through our actions, thereby strengthening the bonds that form the fabric of our social and professional lives. As we conclude this exploration of behaviors that can undermine respect, it's crucial to remember that the journey to overcoming these habits is not merely about steering clear of negative action. It's fundamentally about fostering virtues that build and enhance respect and dignity among our peers and in our personal circle. Stoicism offers more than a shield against the negative. It propels us towards a life rich with virtue and respect. It teaches us that every interaction is an opportunity to practice virtues such as empathy, integrity, and self-restraint. Reflect deeply on these habits discussed today and earnestly consider how you can transform them into more constructive behaviors that will enrich not only your life, but also the lives of those of mine. Engaging in this transformation requires a proactive approach. Start by setting clear personal goals to change one habit at a time. Perhaps you could focus on being more mindful of your conversations and the information you choose to share, thereby reducing gossip. Or you might work on keeping promises, no matter how small, to build a reputation of reliability. As you work on these habits, it's beneficial to keep a journal of your progress. This can help you identify when you're most likely to fall into these negative paths